Hi everyone, I'm Victor from 5 Minute Lessons. Today is a special episode of our program called Presented by Student for Students. This program hopes to motivate students to learn, allow them to share what they have learned, and make them inspire others to do the same. In our previous episode, we had an overview of Google Groups. Go to this link to watch that episode. Now for today, we have Onemig. His peers describe him as a man of keen intellect. With that, no doubt that he is leading his class. Another nice thing about him is he is not afraid to try new things out, even if it's outside his comfort zone. Today, we are lucky to have him to be part of our program. He is going to share with all of us a tool that we can use to manage our daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly events. First off, he's going to create a calendar. Next, he's going to create an event in that calendar. In addition, he's going to show how to customize reminder notifications for events, how to send invites, and how to keep track of who will be attending the meeting. One Mig, please start.
Hey there, Onemig here, and this is a rundown on how to use Google Calendar. So let's start first by opening it up on our web browser right here. So you might ask, what's the purpose of Google Calendar? Well, it's a time management and scheduling service provided by Google, which was developed around 4 years ago. So in this video, I'm going to show you the basics of this application and how to make the most out of it. First off, we're going to make our own calendar. To do that, let's click on the settings icon right here to go to the settings page. And on the left side, you can scroll down and find the add calendar option right there, and then select create new calendar. So Google will ask you to name this calendar, so let's give it a name. And you can also add descriptions to it and even change the time zone of this calendar. Once you're done there, you can click create calendar, and then it will be saved on the left side of the screen right here. Next, we're going to create our own event in this calendar. So there are two ways to do this. First is by clicking the create button right here, and then a pop-up will appear on the right side of the screen. Or you can double click on a specific date, for example, 25th of August, and it will take you to this page. So like the calendar earlier, you can also name your event right here. You can also set the date if it will occur for 2 days, for example, you can set it up until the 26th. And you can also change the occurrence of the event if it will not repeat, happen daily, weekly on a Tuesday, etc. So below you can find the event details. You can add Google Meet, video conferencing, add location, notifications, the calendar that you want your event to be included on, the availability of the person, the visibility of this event, and the description of it. So once you're done filling this out, you can click save, and then it will appear on the calendar section of the screen. Then we're going to set reminder notifications for events next. So to do that, you can double click on the event right here to go to its details, and then you can find the add notification option right here. So you can choose between notification or email, and you can set the day, or you want to be, for example, you want to be reminded 2 days before, you can set that, and even the time of the event. For example, it will start at 9, you can be reminded an hour before that, so you can set it at 8. So once you're done with that, you can hit save, and then the reminder notification will be saved on that event. So to send invites, we must simply double click on the set event, and then on the right side of the screen, we can see the guest section right here. So to add guests, click on the bar right here to add your guests. Then once you're satisfied with that, hit save. And then Google will ask you if you would like to send invitation emails to those guests. So it is up to you if you want it or not. So that's it, that's saved. So finally, we're going to keep track of the people who will be attending your meeting. So to do that, simply click on the said event and a pop-up will appear right here. And the pop-up will include the guest list that you did a while ago. So the pop-up can also show you the responses of the guests, if they will be attending or not, or maybe depending on their schedule. So this is how you're going to keep track of them. So that's it. That's the basics of Google Calendar. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.
Thank you, Onemig. You showed us how useful Google Calendar can be to manage your appointments. Before we end this video tutorial, I would also like to share 2 tips on using Google Calendar. Let's say I would like to create an event on the 3rd of August at 3 p.m. I'll add the title, I'll verify the date and the time. For the guests, we can enter individual email address or the email address that we have created in Google Groups. We can also set the permissions that will be assigned to the guests. So for example, we can let them modify the event, invite others, or see the guest list. We can also set join with Google Meet. Let's say we would like to enter the agenda of the meeting. Now for our tip, we can add attachment. So we can find it from our drive or we can upload from our device. For now, I am going to select a file from my drive to be shared to the people that will be invited in the event. After you checked all details, click the Save button. You will be asked if you would like to send an invitation to the Google Calendar guests. So I am going to select Send. Now since we have an attachment to the event, we need to give access to those who are invited. To do that, we just have to make sure that Share with the people is selected and we can specify how they can access the file, either to view, comment, or edit. So for now, I'll select Edit, then click Invite. The expectation is for the guests to receive an email notification of the event plus the attachment that they can see prior to the start of the event. Now let's proceed to our tip number 2. You can also share the entire calendar to specific people. To do that, go to the upper right side of the page and click the Settings menu and select Settings. On this page, find the calendar that you would like to share. So for example, I'm going to share this calendar. After I clicked, this menu appears. Select Share with specific people. Here you can add people by clicking the plus button. You can also set the permissions. After specifying the details, click the Send button. I hope those tips will help you on using Google Calendar. Again, I would like to thank Onemig for joining me in today's episode. For questions or any feedback, kindly write on the comment section below. Please like and share this video so others will know how useful Google Calendar is. Again, I'm Victor from 5 Minute Lessons. Thank you for watching.